Hello, buongiorno and welcome. My name is Maria Teresa and I would like to share with you a self-treatment towards well-being directed at the feet. This treatment has been directly inspired by the guidance and the kinesiological approach of Davide and Maria Rita, who have developed a program towards well-being and self-awareness through the sense of touch. Their motto is that generating contact through the sense of touch generates contact towards myself and indirectly later to the others. If you want to know more information about what they're doing, you can find more information below this video. So, the feet. This is one of my favorite treatments because the feet are one of my most used areas. I walk a lot, I dance, I have a very active job, so I really love when I can treat my feet. So as we're treating ourselves, we pay attention to three different directions: our hands and our sense of touch, our breathing. We try to breathe constantly and to send our breathing to the parts that we're going to touch, and also to the sensations or thoughts or emotions that might arise when we touch our feet. I'm sitting on the floor for my convenience, but you can sit on a chair, on the bed, or anywhere that you're most comfortable. So we'll start with one foot, and I'm going to show you the maneuvers on one foot, and then you can repeat on the other. So we go from a general to a more specific maneuver. We start by simply holding with the 5 fingers the 5 toes, and we hold the middle of the foot, and we simply go up and down, like we move forward and backward the toes all together. Then to the side, which might feel a little bit more awkward, so from side to side as we are breathing, and then we rotate in one direction and we rotate on the other direction. And we repeat this a couple of times. So front to back, side to side, we rotate in one direction and to the other direction. Now, the amount of time we do this, it's entirely subjective. So some people might find they want to keep longer and that they have their toes loose, and some other time might want to spend some more time. The idea would be to move forward from one maneuver to the next when our foot is somehow telling us, okay, I'm ready, I can move forward. Okay, so this is the first maneuver, which is the general one. And then we go to the specific. So we start with the first toe, and we are now going to try and mobilize the 3 phalanges. So we hold the first 2, we try to find them on our toe, and we simply move the top one, the end part. So we go front and back, same maneuver, side to side, move in one direction and move in the other. Now the idea is that we don't have to feel pain. If we do, we are gentler. This actually is a little bit tight on my toe, so I'm being extremely careful. We don't usually use the mobility of this part of our body, but our feet, like our hands, our face, and all our extremities are connected to the rest of our nervous system, and indirectly then to the rest of our body. So by mobilizing this, we're giving a wellness treatment to our foot, but also our whole body benefits from this. Okay, we remember to breathe as we're doing this, and when we feel we can move forward, we go to the second phalange and we continue front to back. We hold at the base of the toe. We breathe side to side, and then we rotate in one direction and the other. And I continue ideally to when I feel it's time that I can move on. When I feel it's time to move on more than I think. Okay, then we hold our foot towards the finger, the toe, and we move the entire finger front to back, side to side, one direction and the other. We really try to be extremely gentle because we don't tend to exercise this area. I'm really experiencing some tension there, so I'm staying front and back, side to side, and gently rotating in one direction excuse me, and the other. I breathe and I see if there's any other experience that I perceive in my body. Okay, I feel that now this is loosen up a bit, and I move to the second finger. So again, I try to hold the two phalanges at the bottom, and again I mobilize just the top part, front to back, side to side, rotate in one direction and the other. And I go to the second one if I'm ready, and I do the same, front to back, side to side, move in one direction and the other. I constantly pay attention to my breathing, and if it helps, I always advise to do this treatment with the mandible decontracted, because it helps release all the tension and to experience the treatment at a deeper level. So again, we hold the base of, beneath the finger, and we move the three of them together, front to back, side to side, rotate in one direction and the other. Okay, and we move to the third finger and we do the same. Front to back, side to side, to the top, around in one direction and the other. And then we hold the first one and we move the top two, front to back, side to side. We breathe, we rotate in one direction and the other. And if I feel that it's time to go forward, if my toe tells me, okay, I've had enough, then I move to the fourth finger, and again I hold the first two phalanges, concentrate on the top one. There's less mobility here, front to back, side to side, rotate in one direction and the other. I try to hold the first one and move the top two, front to back, side to side, rotate in one direction and the other. And then the three of them together. Yeah, there might be some clicks. If they don't hurt, it's okay. But if they hurt, please be gentle. Front to back, side to side, rotate in one direction, rotate in the other. Okay. And I move to the tiny finger. It might be difficult to find the three phalanges there, but we do our best to mobilize each section. So front to back, side to side, rotate in one direction and the other. And then I hold lower, front to back, side to side, rotate in one direction and the other as I breathe. And I see if there's anything that I can perceive in other parts of my body. Okay, so we have given a treatment to the fingers, first to the general part, then a specific area. And now we move to the other areas of the foot, the metatarsal areas. So the bones that go from where the finger stops almost to the back until it meets the calcaneus. So I work first in a general way. So I hold the foot from one side and the other, and I try to maneuver the foot from side to side. So like to really loosen up, there. This is a movement that our foot rarely does, so it's a real treat. And again, the amount of time we want to spend, you can use, it's totally subjective. You can use all your hands or your fingers, whatever you find most comfortable. Until I feel that this area something has changed in this area. And now I try to do still a general maneuver instead of from side to side, from up and down. So it's a little bit more difficult and it requires a little bit more strength, but it is possible. I find that it kind of rotates as well, so that we can really mobilize this area, which is generally held stiff inside our shoes. Okay, and when our metatarsals say it's time to move on, we go to specific. So now we try to really go and explore the metatarsal area one by one. So we try and find the one that starts from the toe, the main toe, the first toe. As we breathe, and the space in between the first and the second toe, from the attachment of the fingers towards the back part of our foot. And again I breathe, and if I find that I come across some areas that are a little bit more stiff, I do not apply more pressure, I simply breathe and I stay there. And I move forward, I go between the second and the third finger, the metatarsal of those two fingers, and I move towards the calcaneus, and I explore also the metatarsal of the third finger, and I move between the metatarsals of the third and the fourth finger. So I'm really going to each of them, trying to explore these bones and the flesh around them and the tendons and everything and all the connective tissues that exist, that connect our foot in all the surface. And I move forward with the fingers or my entire hand. I try to explore the area in between the fourth and the fifth. I'm experiencing here that I have some tension, so I'm breathing there. And I stay and I repeat a few times so that the accumulated contraction decontracts. And the side of the foot. Okay. And then we move to the calcaneus. So I move so that you can see better. We move the calcaneus, we hold our ankle so that we can mobilize the end part of the foot, the heel, and we go up and down. We try to hold the ankle close to the foot, then side to side, then I rotate in one direction and the other, and I repeat until I feel it's the right amount of time I've spent there. This is specifically healthy for people, for women that wear high heels, which never get to touch this area, never get to place this area on the ground. It gives an immediate release of tension. So up and down, left and right, circle in one direction and the other. Okay, and now we mobilize the entire foot by mobilizing our ankle. So we hold our foot, and again we let the ankle do this movement up and down. We hold a little bit above the ankle so that the ankle is free to move up and down, left and right. As we breathe, we turn in one direction and the other. So we continue up and down, left and right. We turn the ankle in one direction, the foot in one direction, so the ankle gets mobilized, and the other. Okay. Then I like to get a feel of my foot. At the end of each treatment, I like to refill the whole area. I like to say goodbye. Okay, and now we, according to wherever you're sitting, you try to feel how the different perception of your feet is, and in order to do so better, you might stand up and really place your feet on the floor and feel how the feet are different one to the other. Okay, so this is the self-treatment towards well-being of the feet, and this is one foot, and the same exact treatment you can do on the other foot. And I hope you liked it, and if you did, please feel free to share it. Thank you. Bye bye.